Hello everyone, Andrew Campos here with Momentum Trade, and I'm gonna get straight into it. Today I want to be talking about 3 things that I have seen throughout my trading journey that I wish I would have known when I first started. The first one would be looking at the charts as trades, not money. With that being said, when I first started, I would see the money instead of the charts. I want to see, how much money am I making as the chart is going rather than just sitting there and looking at the chart. And this was a mistake because I started to look at trading as just pure money. So when I started seeing money coming in, I would take out. I'd want to get the profit as soon as possible. That is because my psychology is I want to make money. So instead of thinking that way, I started to think, how can I take the best trade possible with the best possible outcome? Playing the game of probability, but also playing the game of quality. And when I started actually shifting my mindset towards quality over just wanting to see the money, my trading started to improve. I started to take better trade because I didn't want to just make money. I started to actually pay myself first, meaning after a certain period of pips, percentages, and points, after a certain period of that, I'd be like, okay, now I could take something off the table, pay myself, and let it run. Right now, I feel so eager to always want to make the money. And then third, I'd be okay with just taking one trade a day because I don't want to always get back into the charts, right? So taking quality trades over just taking trades that I want to see make money. And it was difficult at first because of my psychology, right? That's also something that I would discuss later on another video, but my psychology needed to be built to where I could just say, okay, I want to just not look at the money and not feel the need to always be trading out of desperation. That is one thing that I wish I would have started doing at the beginning, right? Instead of let me make some money and hop on the chart. That mindset, all it did was create the opposite, unprofitability. It actually brought losses, money being just thrown at the markets, and it brought so much other things as well with it, like the desperation behind my trades and that mindset being built that honestly was the reason why I was losing money. It wasn't because I didn't know how to trade, it was because I was trading out of desperation. So I would take unnecessary trade that did not need to be there. The second one is journaling. I truly wish that I started journaling from the start. I mean, actually getting a pencil and writing down my trades on why I took them and the lesson that I got out of it. Reason for that is because now that I have my journal for my trades, I just look back at it and I learn from my lesson, right? So I'm able to actually realize what I did wrong, what confluences helped me become and get a quality trade to utilize them again. And I can see what I've learned to not repeat. Because once I remember just thinking like, why do I keep on losing? Well, it's because I was doing the same things, right? I didn't change my method. All I did was stop doing the things that brought losses. So for example, if I got into early, then when I stopped getting into early, I saw more profitability. If I was trading off wick and I stopped doing that, I saw profitability. So the things that I saw on my losses that I needed to fix, all I did is just not do them. And that within itself brought me better trades, better quality, and better outcome. I was more probable to win instead of just trying to throw my money in and hoping to go in my direction. So that is one thing that I started doing right as time went on. I got my mentor. He told me, hey, you got to start actually journaling your trades. Actually got to start doing this because if not, you're not actually going to be able to track your progress. You're not going to track what you need to. How are you going to learn from something you don't have in front of you, right? It's like trying to expect a different result when you're doing the same things over and over again. So you have to change that. And the only way to change it is to actually write it down and see what needs to be changed. So journaling is one of those things that I tell everybody they must do. For the fact that one, you can have it in front of you. Two, you could track your progress. And three, you can learn from it. One thing I started also do on the side is journal my days. I started journaling, hey, this is what I did today, or this is what I knocked out. Because then I can see where did I procrastinate? Where did I not get things done? Why didn't I get the outcome of that day that I wanted? Well, it was because you spent 2 hours resting or whatever it may have been. Right? Not saying that I do, but it's just within life you can use the same skills that I applied to trading to your outside of life. So journal them. Make sure to track your progress on an actual notebook and journal it however you wish. I tend to write the instrument, which would be mainly gold or Great British Pound JPY or Euro USD. I write how many what lot size I use, pips, how many I caught or lost, stop loss, take profit, and entry. I write down why I took the trade and then the lesson behind it. I always try to get a lesson out of anything, whether it be a win or a loss. If it's a win, the lesson is do the same thing you did again. If it's working, let it work for you. The losses, I see, okay, I go back into my trade because I have it journaled. I look, I'm like, this is the confluence that went wrong. I maybe rushed into it too early. Maybe my mindset wasn't in the right place. Possibly my confluence was off. The 4 hours showed me one thing, the 30 and it showed me another. This is where I kind of got lost and I decided to play both parts, right? Things of that nature. Maybe I overtraded that day and shouldn't have. So you got to understand that wins and losses teach you, but I don't see losses as losses. I see them as lessons. And I believe many people do as well, right? You can't see them as losses, but as lessons to progression. And those lessons, all the wins are repeated lessons put into action, right? So as long as you continue to learn and put that into action, you will continue to win and see more profits into your account. The third thing that I would say that I wish I would have done at the beginning instead of later on in my trading journey that would have helped me become more profitable is actually have a trading plan, an actual step-by-step plan on how I would come into the markets, what time I would come in, the consistency behind it, having a set time I would actually trade, what pairs I would trade, and then what I'm looking for out of the market, and then having a confluence overall that I'm looking for, whether it be 5 confluences, 3, a certain pattern, structure, things of that nature. The reason to that is because when I first started, I didn't really have a plan. I just get in, see the trend, think that I identified breaks of structure, think that I've identified trend lines, things of this nature that I don't use anymore, right? And I try to put it together and just go at it. At random times, I'd come in at 8 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 10 in the morning, maybe even in the afternoon. I just think the chart has to give. But I didn't understand the fundamental. I didn't actually come up with a plan, right? I didn't actually have a blueprint on how I would want to enter my trade. I would just go at it. And this is one thing my mentor taught me is he created me a trading plan. We sat down together. We saw what I needed to work on. We got it set up. And now that is something I use to this day. I look at it before I trade and I kind of have it. I'm starting to write it down more often on like, all right, this is what I need to do. These are the confluence I need to look for. This is what I'm going into the market with. And I started showing up consistently every single day at the same time, right? Part of my trading plan. I started showing up every single day. Same time. This is what I'm doing before I trade. This is what I'm doing during the trade, what I'm doing after the trade, right? And that started helping me build profitability because if you're consistent with the market is going to give you consistency. Like anything in life. If you hit the gym enough times, you consistently hit the gym, eat correctly, do the right things, increase the weight. With time, the gym will give you that result you're looking for, that consistency, right? So that's one thing that I did not do when I first started. I would just jump in at random times, come in with no set strategy. I just go in at it, wanting to make money. And that is not how you're going to build profitability. You need a strategy, you need a plan, and you need to know how you're going to proceed with trading to get the outcome that you desire. So understanding that part was important and critical with me. And knowing now, looking back, I really wish I would have done it because quite frankly, it would have saved me a lot of money that I lost. But trading within itself, you need to backtest your plan because that's how you gain the confidence to actually put it with your capital. If you just go in there with the $100,000, not knowing what the plan is, you're going to lose it. But if you go in there with a plan, knowing what you want to give, what you need to get out of it, and how to go step by step at the charts, then you're more likely to have a profitable outcome. Overall, journaling my trades, taking quality trades instead of trying to get the money, and having a trading plan are the 3 things that I fully recommend you start doing immediately that will help you advance your journey and get closer to the profitable outcomes that you desire as a trader. These 3 things have developed my trading and changed overall the way I trade and have helped me see returns in the market. I suggest you try it out for yourself. Do it. If you like it, adapt it. If you don't, overall it helps me. Everybody's different. Once again, I am Andrew Campos with Momentum Trades. I just want to say thank you for watching and go out there, be abundant, be prosperous, and conquer the world. Stay blessed.